My Immortal contains many disturbing scenes, including self-harm, bad wizard sex, and My Chemical Romance fans. No one will blame you if you turn away now. Hey guys, PDT here. I know there's been a bit of a break in the My Immortal saga. I could tell you that it's because I've been working, or because I've been spending time with my new girlfriend. I won't see Michael Rosen or seeing Wicked. But no, in fact, the truth is, I've just been devastated over the suicide of Draco Malfoy, which I'm not expecting to be overturned immediately in the next chapter. So, I'm going to do what a few people have requested, and I'm going to read multiple chapters today. I don't know how many. I'm just going to stop at a point where I feel like I've done too much for one video. So, without further ado, chapter 11. We begin, as always, with the author's note. I said, stop flaming, you preps. See if this chapter is stupid. It will be. 111, it deals with really serious issues. Speak to yourself if it's stupid. BRW, I guess that was meant to be BTW. Thanks to my friend Raven for schlepping me. XXXXXXXX. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off. And I ran to my room crying myself. Yeah, either way, it doesn't really work. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, yeah, stop, you motherfuckers! But he had to stop when I went into my room, because he would look like a perv. He's already watched you have sex. So, what's one more thing? Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath. The blood got all over her clothes, so she jumped into the bath angrily, while she put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. Well, it's what he would have wanted. I grabbed a steak. She's written it STEAK, as in the meat, and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. Just, it won't go. I'm just tenderizing it. I was so fucking depressed. Why? You've already said that Draco Malfoy can't die. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress. Hey, still gonna look good even if you're in mourning. With lace all over it, sandly. Okay. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. Fucking hell. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. Who's Snap? Oh, Snape. I thought he meant Snap from Snap, Crackle and Pop. Which would make more sense, because Snap's tiny, so he'd be like, hee hee! And he probably exists in the Harry Potter universe. And Lupin was masticating to it. It's Ebony getting dressed. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ooh, you fucking pervs! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what? No, she's 17, so legal, depending on where you are, but we're in the UK, so it's fine. I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Just like an old Jewish bloke. Yeah. Suddenly Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape. It's close. He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. Abracadabra! I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times. See if this chapter is stupid, Kay? And they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. Oh, he's not that little, is he? He's quite corpulent. I may be a Hogwarts student. Hagrid paused angrily. But I am also a Satanist. "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand. So snap, crackle, and pop. I'm using that joke again. Where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. "You don't have any!" I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. "The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there." That totally sounds like something Lupin would say. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. Oh. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Come on, we all know that feels. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said angrily, while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy, or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically. "Because of the wonderful things he does." Waving his wand in the air. Hagrid doesn't have a wand. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. "Because you're gothic?" Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was afraid, it meant he was connected with Satan. "Because I love her. I love Ebony." Oh. Yeah, wow. So much to digest there. I mean, yeah, Hagrid is a Satanist and he loves Ebony. Loves Ebony? I guess that's the kind of thing she might say. I mean, we've got to carry on, haven't we, really? So, Chapter 12. Author's Note. Stop F-A-ing, okay? Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools. Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. Yeah, because that's really what My Immortal is about. It's about addressing sensitive issues sensitively. Just, taking on society. And, Hagrid is a pedo. How do you know Snap isn't Christian? I don't. Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric, okay? No idea. Literally no idea. But hey, XXX666XX. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me. So all of a sudden the Rocky character, Ivan Drago, has come in. Just been like, hey, have a silver knife. You might want it to slit your wrist at some point. You probably will. Seems to be a hobby. He has told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. He's not dead! No, I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream. OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. Just like... You could only see his red whites. That doesn't even make sense. If they're red whites, they are reds. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. Oh, I don't know, was it a bloody pentagram or something at this point? I've forgotten her canon. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have the scar anymore. Right, okay. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me. And I always cover it up with foundation, so it hadn't been established. But funnily enough, I was right. Who'd have thought it? Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt, because he's a secret Power Ranger fan. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Oh, God. Voldemort has him bondage. Someone get that on a t-shirt for me, will you? Voldemort has him bondage. Oh, don't do that, please. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. It's just, Just, go along to the nurse's office. She's like, oh, yeah, better get a plaster on that. Snap and Lupin and Harid were there too. Well, Snap and Lupin have got a gazillion bullet wounds in them at this point. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered, because they were paedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. They're going to prison, or St. Mango's. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I mean, did he block it up? Did he not give it enough fibre? I put up my middle finger at them. That seems like an appropriate response to paedophiles. Just like, hey, screw you guys. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Enderby, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. Such a potty mouth. I mean, yeah. Clearly she's Slytherin. You know I fucking hate the colour pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you. Hang on, Hagrid's a Satanist. How can he be a prep as well? I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Gothic, gothic, it's all shades of shit, isn't it? No, Enderby, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What? Are they goths too, you poser prep? What? Are the roses goths? No. I had asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene. Was she peeing in the shower? Don't do that, Ebony. I know you've done some pretty awful things and you're a Satanist and gothic, but don't pee in the shower. And being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. And then C, is that spelled wrong? Yes. Yes, it is. You spelled it Mastabated. So, yeah, wrong. To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. Whatever! That's angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you had wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. What? Surely she's the one who said that. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song. I corrected him wisely. Oh, Ebony, you've never done anything wisely, I promise you. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus merengo me cremically romacio. And then in brackets, for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute. Yeah, it's definitely not the best song in the world. And yeah, just in case anyone hadn't got it, I mean, I don't know My Chemical Romance, but I'd kind of guessed. Especially for Raven, I love you, girl. Not in a sex way, because, don't want to get AIDS. Imo noto okeo. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now, WTF is Draco? Yeah, what the fuck is Draco? I think he's meant to be a vampire, but hey, this is your story, love. Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Enderby, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us, watching the flames. To see what is in the flames... And then, in brackets, haha, you reviewers, flames get it. Yeah, we get it. We get it. You, MST, find yourself first, okay? MST, I mean, yeah, I'd love to see this get the MST treatment. I feel like I'm doing a bit of that, but not as well, because I'm reading it for the first time. I have found myself okay, you mean old man. Oh, that was Hagrid. Hagrid yelled. It's hard to tell, because everyone speaks in the same basically illiterate, depressed voice. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. That is the only circumstance under which Dumbledore will shout motherfuckers. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, I got better when I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped at the ends with lace on it. I mean, she should go into fashion design. Maybe she did. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. Brackets, if you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. I'm assuming she's the girl who climbs out the television. To be honest, it's not a very obscure reference. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. So, you look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, in brackets, get it? Yes! We fucking get it! You're a fucking vampire gothic emo bitch chick. So this is why I shouldn't do more than one chapter in one go. I think that's definitely going to be a 2-chapter video. Sorry, guys. But I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists. Have you got anything left at this point? I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. Well, yeah, I mean, you're down to a whisper at this point. You're basically bleeding dust. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. Yeah, because if you're wearing shades, no one can see you. I went to some classes. Oh, finally! You're actually going to fucking school in a fucking Harry Potter book. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. Okay, and just like in the snakes of Medusa. Just like, help me, I'm being attacked by snakes. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared. Well, he's dead, isn't he? And, oh no, he's in bondage. Yeah, he's in bondage with Voldemort or, Balamori. What's the story? Balamori, Draco's getting chained up. Yeah. And he used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Because, Hufflepuffs. I mean, I'm a Hufflepuff, apparently. I should take umbrage at this, but fair enough. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in an ugly, sad way. Nobody says hi back. You say hi back, but you don't say hi back. Ugh. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. In the hair of the magical creatures. Wow. I mean, you've really gone from the glory days of putting his thing in your you-know-what, and it's just there, let's get fucking... Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Well, yeah, you started fucking him right in the middle of the class. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco. Hang on. Then we jumped on each other. I mean, how that works anyway. It seems like a kind of mid-air, like, kung fu film. Like, boom. Yeah, it seemed fairly consensual to me, but okay, apparently it's an attempted rape now. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. It's just issues, just society's issues. No, it's her issues, isn't it? Yeah. Just then, he started to scream, OMFG, no! My scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his... Has she just copied and pasted this from earlier in the chapter? You could only see his red whites. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. What? Okay, this has actually been copied and pasted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up. Voldemort has him bondage. XXXXXXXXX. Special thanks to Raven, my gothic blood sister. WTF, you're supposed to write this. What? Raven's supposed to write it? What's going on? Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater is? Wow. Cliffhanger, guys. She didn't even manage to finish writing the sentence. I mean, I guess just too busy bleeding out, I guess. Yeah, so that was 20 minutes of my Immortal. I'll do more. I promise I'll do more. It just might take me a day or two to recover.